Hi, Bill Sweet here, Corporate Executive Chef at Perky's Pizza. What we're going to walk through today in this segment is your pizza smallwares that are provided for you. We call them the tools of the trade. I'm going to start off with a little description of each one of them, what we use them for, and we'll start off here with our dough trays. This is kind of, when you think pizza, you think the foundation, that's your dough. So let's start with the dough tray. The trays we use are fiberglass reinforced, very heavy duty, dishwasher safe, and they'll hold up literally for a lifetime. I have customers out there who have had these things for years, no problems. After you get done with the dough, you're going to need to have somewhere to put your sauce and cheese and your various toppings. And that's where we get into the insert pans. The insert pans come in various sizes. The little one, the 1/9 size as we refer to it, for your lesser known toppings, things like mushrooms, onions, peppers. Your 1/6 size for your larger movement items like pepperoni, Italian sausage, etc. And the big guy, your 1/3 size, this one's used for your pizza sauce and your cheese. We're going to have some kind of Perky specific things that we're going to talk about in a little while about this pan, so look for that information as it relates to our sauce and our cheese. Moving down here, once you make that pizza, you're going to want to be able to get it out of the oven, and that's where the different peels come into play. This is a large pizza peel used for your large pizzas. We serve a 14-inch pizza. This little peel is kind of handy if you're just doing personals. Has a beveled edge. You can literally take the pizza right off the belt, cut it, and box it in one fell swoop. Pretty cool item. Next to that, if you're doing our wing program, we've got some serving baskets here. These are also dishwasher safe, and these are used with a liner inside of it for not just wings, but any other kind of finger food items that you want to serve. I'm going to drop down here and show you our bubble fork. This is actually used if you have a pizza coming through the oven. As you're looking at it, you see some bubble formation. That's where you're going to use the bubble fork to pop those bubbles before the pizza comes completely through the oven. Next to that is our food service thermometer. This is used to make sure that product temperatures are maintained inside of our insert pans, as well as the final cooked product meets food safe temperature guidelines. This also has to be calibrated on a daily basis, and when I come out to spend some time with you training, we'll show you how to do that. Over here, this big guy to my right, this is your staging rack. If you're doing a lot of pizzas, if you do birthday parties, if you have a volume of pizzas that need to get out at a very specific time, this is a great way to organize those pizzas, get them pre-topped up to the point where you're ready to apply your toppings, and it just saves you a ton of time in being ready for those parties. On the staging rack, you can see I've got serving trays, our 7-inch and our 14-inch. These are for serving pizzas out to your guests. Obviously, if you're serving it in a dining room type environment, you're not going to use our pizza boxes. You're probably going to serve it on a tray that you can easily wash and reuse. It will save you a ton of money on your paper costs. And just above that, I have our pizza screens. This is our 14-inch and this is our 7-inch. And you're probably saying to yourself, Chef, why are they in different colors? Well, when they show up at your location with their little sticker on them, these are unseasoned. You have to season them before you use them. After they're seasoned, they kind of look like this. The idea with pizza screens is they cook their best when that oil is baked into the screen itself, and then that way it makes them non-stick. We never wash the screens once they're seasoned, okay? Then when we move down here into the front, little poly container, we send these out to you in 2 different sizes. We do a 2 and a 4 quart. And these are used for storing open bags of pizza toppings. So let's say you open a bag of pepperoni, you only use half of it, the other half goes in the bucket with the lid, label it and date it, and you're all set. Next to that, this is our block scraper, dough scraper, bench scraper. It's got multiple names. In our case, we use it for dividing our dough balls when we take a large dough ball, cut it into 4, and then use those 4 pieces of dough for making personal pizzas as well as calzones. Right alongside that is our dough docking tool. This is what's used for putting perforation holes in the dough to allow the CO2 gas that the yeast is producing to be able to escape. If you don't dock it sufficiently, you wind up with excessive gas and then the bubbles blow up on the pizza. This one here has a particular size tine on the end of it so that it works well for pizza. There are ones that are almost needle point, that's really more for pastry, and there's ones that are blunt, that's more for bread doughs. This is the right tool for the job, and this is what will come in your Smallwares kit. Alongside of that, I've got a pair of kitchen scissors. We call them utility scissors some places. The main thing is you have these when you're ready to cut open a bag of sauce or cut open a bag of cheese or topping. These scissors come apart so that they can be cleaned where the two blades meet. If you weren't able to do that, you'll have bacteria formation. That's why you have the kitchen scissors. We use these in lieu of a pair of office scissors so that we maintain good sanitation. Right alongside that, we've got our rubber spatula. This one is actually a spoon shaped. It's very convenient for scraping the sauce out of these insert pans. When you get down low, you scrape the insert, get it cleaned out before you send it to the dish room and wash all that money down the drain. This is probably the most common pizza tool in the world. It's a pizza wheel. We put one of these into the kit as well for cutting your pizzas, whether it's the personals on the little board or it's a large pizza if you prefer using this cutter. Not a lot needs to be said about pizza wheels. Everybody pretty much has one at home too. Tongs are kind of the extension of your right hand, let's say. This is what you're going to use for picking up everything from live food product to serve it to a guest, like maybe those wings to put them in the basket. Or you're going to use it for removing things from the oven that you can't handle. Again, once a food is cooked, you want to use tongs as opposed to your bare hands for handling any food. We have a pastry brush that's included. This is really handy when you're doing breadsticks, stuffed crust pizza, anything where you have to apply a brushing of garlic butter or regular butter to a product, okay? The bristles on this are specifically designed for food service. Don't go running down to the local home improvement store and buying a regular paintbrush. Won't get the job done. Alongside of that, we have spoodles. No, I didn't misspeak. It's actually a cross between a spoon and a ladle. It handles like a spoon, but it portions like a ladle. We send you out two different sizes, a 2 ounce, which is used for our personal pizzas, and a 4 ounce, which is used for our large. Over here on the far side, I've got a little squeeze bottle. These can be opened up, filled up with whatever variety of sauce. This is used on some specialty pizzas. It's used on some of our sub sandwiches that we do, as well as other items in the menu. And I believe the only guy I left out here was a can opener. So it's one of the most common forgot about items in the kitchen. When we set up a kitchen, people forget to put a can opener in. But there are still toppings that come in a can. Many of our items come in poly bags now because it's just a little bit more eco-friendly. But having a can opener, it's a very good thing. So anyway, we've got one of those in the box for you as well. I think I pretty much ran through all the tools. These are the tools of the trade. This is what will come in your various Perky Smallwares kits. We'll refer to them as a box A or a box B, depending on what menu items you're serving. So when they arrive at your back door, these are your tools of the trade. These are very critical. These are very important to your success and the consistency more so than anything of your product going forward. Thank you.